Hey buddy, I want to talk to you tonight about desire. A lot of men get very caught up on what they desire, their achievements, and in a lot of spirituality it's often said that desire is the root of suffering. But is desire good or is it bad? And as a man who's been on both sides, that's what I want to talk to you about. So before we get into it, I have to mention, for those who are sort of following along with the car thing, I did end up trading in the other car for the white. It just felt like it matched the aesthetic that I enjoy. And here we are. So, like I said before, I'm not a huge car guy. It's just for those who are curious about that. But let's get into it. So, throughout life, I can say that desire has been a huge source of suffering for me, in the sense of, as men, we like to set these ambitious goals, these larger than life goals. And if we don't meet them at some point, we suffer. We feel a lack of self-worth to a degree. And a lot of high-level entrepreneurs predicate their entire business on the idea of desire and constantly achieving and constantly pushing and reaching new heights. So here's what I've found. Desire in and of itself is not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, desire is a good thing if you have a good relationship with it and you understand its purpose. Desire is what pushes us for expansion and growth, essentially. It is a fantastic indicator of where you're headed, and it can be a very enjoyable process. Where desire causes tons of suffering is when you misunderstand its function and you think that achieving said desires will finally give you happiness. This is not true. Fulfilling any desire, any goal that you're imagining right now, yes, even making $1 million, I can promise you and guarantee with my whole essence and being that will not give you the permanent sensation of happiness that you're looking for. So, what will give you that sensation? This is where spirituality has it right. And the idea of inner peace, peace that passes all understanding, that no reason happiness, which sounds absurd until you actually experience it. In a sense, until you experience the divine, God, the universe, Allah, Christ, whatever you want to call it. Learning how to tap into your inner essence and connecting and being in alignment with the divine is what will give you that inner peace and inner happiness that you are looking for. So the push and pull here is masculine energy is often the achievement, pursuit of desires. And again, it's a good thing when you understand that its main function and purpose is to push you towards expansion, to push you towards growth. If you achieve the biggest goal that you can possibly imagine, you'll feel really happy for a hot minute. And then guess what? You'll be right back to square one. And it is designed that way, so that way we continually expand and continually grow. There's actually a lot of intelligence within that mechanism. But where the suffering comes in is when you misunderstand the function as what's going to make you happy. So, this is where spirituality comes in. This is where seeking, meditation, going within. And a lot of people, they just settle with the spoon-fed religion or philosophy that they were raised with. And when they aren't able to achieve that inner peace, they have no idea why. But if they're honest with themselves, they haven't fully allowed themselves to go out and seek That's the point of all of this, seeking. Don't get complacent, don't get comfortable with what you've been told, with what you've been raised with, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian. All of these fundamentalist religions are convinced that they have all the answers. And you know what? They have pieces of the puzzle. And I know the comments are going to say, well, my religion this, my religion that. All you have to do is accept Jesus in your heart, and that's all you're looking for. Keep seeking. Have the courage to look beyond that. You do have bits and pieces of truth. But Carl Jung, he talked about, in an interview, someone asked him, like, hey, do you believe in God? And Carl Jung looked at him with like a smirk on his face, and he was just like, I don't believe, I know. And a lot of people in religion will say that. They'll be like, oh, I know. But do you really? Have you had experiential moments with the divine that are so blatant that there's just no argument? Have you had a moment equivalent to that of a near-death experience where, imagine dying, getting to the other side, coming face to face with the divine, and then being zapped back into your body? If you had an experience like that, it would transcend arguments about theology. It would transcend, this is the right religion, that's the right spiritual practice. None of that shit would matter anymore, because you have a knowing at this point because of your experience. I'm telling you right now that it's very possible for you to have a mystical or spiritual experience that transcends everything that you thought you knew about reality, God, religion, spirituality. And if you truly want that, then it's a matter of earnestly and genuinely seeking. A good metaphor would be like a child who believes in Santa Claus because his parents told him that Santa Claus exists. That's how a lot of people are with their fundamentalist religion. But imagine if that little kid all of a sudden went outside and saw Santa Claus flying through the air with his reindeer, landing on the roof, going down the chimney. It would just be undeniable for that child. And I'm here to tell you that experiences like that really do exist, but you really have to want it. With the deepest fiber of your being, the deepest fiber of your heart, and you can ask for it. You can ask the divine, hey, show me what's real. Show me. And do it outside of the identification and attachment to whatever your religion is. Because God, the divine, is not in the box of whatever religion that you belong to. And that's hard for a lot of people to hear, and I know that will turn off a lot of people. And frankly, it's meant to. I'm only speaking to the people who really want inner peace, who want that happiness that goes beyond achievement. So, that being said, as a man, lean into achievement. Enjoy your goals. Enjoy the things that you desire. Take steps each and every day towards that, but know that the happiness will come in presence, being present in every moment leading up to the achievement of those goals. And then when you reach those goals, guess what? The marker's going to move. No matter how big the goal is that you reach, you'll feel stoked for a minute. You'll be like, yes, I did it. And that's it. Okay. So desire and achievement of desire cannot be your foundation. There are men who have been brought to the point of suicide or suicidal ideations, getting to the bottom because they don't understand this. But I'm telling you right now that if you really embody this and understand this truth, it will save you years and years of suffering. Now, there is an element of, yes, everybody is on their own path. Everybody has to go down the route that their particular character, their particular soul needs to go down to find these truths. And if that means half a lifetime of being obsessed with a certain religion, then that's okay. I really don't think religion is a bad thing, but it does keep people stuck. It does keep people from growing in their spirituality beyond a certain point. And it takes courage to seek outside of whatever your fundamentalist religion is. No matter what it is. I'm talking to Christians, I'm talking to Muslims, I'm talking to whatever it is. Human beings like security. We like to be spoon-fed. Hey, this is the truth. There's no need to keep seeking. But that will actually limit your expansion. So, relinquish the fear, okay? Seeking outside of whatever you're comfortable with. You're not going to die, okay? Some of you have been told that you're going to burn in hell for all eternity if you are eagerly and earnestly seeking with an open heart. But the divine, the universe, source, God, its love transcends all those things. And you'll be surprised once you start to grow how much of that is actually an extension of the egoic fear of humanity. And so I want you to achieve your desires. I want you to achieve your goals and enjoy it. Have fun. It's a fucking video game. Truly, it is. I'm having a blast. And what happens is, as you start to do inner work and you heal and you start to understand the essence of who you are and your connection to the divine, your external world starts to reflect the inner abundance and the inner peace that you have. So imagine having external success where you don't just have to tooth and nail fight for it like your life depends on it. You can just effortlessly and joyfully move towards these things and enjoy moving towards your desires and goals, knowing that as soon as you achieve that thing, there's going to be a new desire and a new goal, but your happiness was never predicated on achieving that thing to begin with. So you are okay. And you are safe within the very fiber of who you are and the essence of your being. And this is the fundamental truth that spirituality and all religions is trying to show you. So let me know if that resonates with you. Let me know if you have any questions. I do offer coaching. I do offer mentoring. I'm very selective with who I work with. Because to be honest with you, I'm not interested in working with men who haven't, at least on some level, tapped into their heart. Because that's where your power truly lies. You become very, very powerful when, as a man, you're able to dip into the feminine energy within you and tap into the heart and find that inner peace, that inner joy, and then use your masculine energy to pursue external desires and external goals. You become very integrated, and it's a beautiful thing. And that's what I help men do. So if that interests you, link is in the description. There's also a community, a school community, and it's a fraction of the cost if you're looking for a community of guys and you want to speak to me, but one-on-one coaching is too much for you. We do a couple group calls a week. Feel free to jump in there. And that's all I got for you tonight. I hope this helps you. I hope that you feel seen, and this gives you some level of peace. You are loved, you matter, and you've barely scratched the surface of what you're capable of. Talk to you soon.